I need y'all to get into Scalpiana right here, because Scalpiana is giving me life. What's up, best friends? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello. My name is Sin, or you can call me Aiyanyi, either one, and I make wigs. Today, we're going to have a tutorial plus a review. I am going to start this video off with a review, and then I'm going to show you guys how I bleach my knots. And of course, this is beginner friendly because I want to make it easy for you guys, to teach you guys, to show you guys how to bleach your knots and to how to make your lace. Well, basically your knots look something like that, all right? So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it in this video. So before we start, I am gonna tell you where this hair came from and the specs on it. So this is from Luhair. They did sponsor this video. So this wig was sent to me for review. I have worked with this company before, and I will link their video that I did prior to this one in the description bar and at the end of this video. This is their crystal wig, and this is their kinky curly. I do not think this is kinky curly. It does have a little volume, but this is 80% dry right now, so it definitely is going to get bigger. But I actually really like this texture, but this is definitely, to me, not kinky curly. This is their crystal wig. It is 22 inches. 22 inches on me comes to like bra strap, a little bit lower than my bra strap. It is 150 density. I actually like this density, but you know, it could be a little thicker. So like I said, it is still wet. So I definitely want to see how it looks when it's completely fully dry. But it does have some volume. It's not 130 because 130 is real thin. So this is definitely 150 density. I will agree with that. It is a natural hair color. The cap size is a medium. I need a cap size large. Okay, to any company, to any overseas based company, I feel like you guys need to produce more wigs that have larger caps, because it makes it hard for people that have above a 22.5, a 22.5 head to fit wigs. So I do have this wig on, but it does fit snug. I have a lot of hair as of now, so it's like real tight in the back. So like, I would definitely suggest like these companies, you know, produce larger caps and have that available instead of having us wait longer to get those wigs. This is a 13x6 lace frontal wig. I did not receive any shedding from this wig. This wig is super soft. If this was like a 180 or 200 density and longer, this would be a banging wig, but I'm pretty sure that you could order it that way. I will leave the link to this wig down in the description box. But if you are on more of the natural wearing wig type, this would be the perfect wig for you, okay? Like, I would not steer you wrong. This wig is really pretty, and I did that hairline. The wig did come pre-plucked, and it did look like they were lightly bleached, but I went in and bleached the knots even more because I just want my knots done right. The wig arrived to me in 2 to 4 business days after I, you know, confirmed with the company about the hair that they wanted to send me and if I liked it or whatever like that. The packaging looked like this. It's really pretty. This box is really sturdy, and I actually kept the first box that they sent me and I put my hair color in it because it's really thick and a sturdy box. It did come with a lace grip. I actually use this to do the melt method. I use this to put it around my lace after I secured it with my got-to-be glue, and that worked super duper fine. Okay, it did come with a comb and some eyelashes, I believe, and it did have a silk satin bag to come with it, so you can store your wig right back in there. This wig, like I said before, is a 13x6 lace frontal. It has 3 combs, a big comb in the back where your nape is, adjustable straps, and 2 combs on the side. I don't necessarily use my combs, so I usually either cut them off or I just leave them inside, but I just never usually use them because I'm usually adhering the wigs down to my head anyway. So I did adhere this wig down to my head with got-to-be glue. If you guys want to see a tutorial on how I do that, let me know down in the description box. But I did not receive shedding. Like I tell you guys all the time, when I wash my hair, every time I wash my hair, I use silicone mix, and that just keeps the longevity and the hair soft. All right, especially if you're bleaching or doing some type of color treatment, or if you have super duper curly hair, use silicone mix. It'll help you manage your hair better. All right, so I would definitely suggest that. If you don't know what silicone mix is, I will leave a link in the bottom in the description box for you for Amazon, so you can definitely order that. And I am enjoying her, but get into this hairline. I need y'all to see this. Yes, like I need y'all to see this. Like, she's looking so bomb. I need y'all to get into Scalpiana right here, because Scalpiana is giving me life. With that being said, let's get into the tutorial. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comment section, and I'll be back with another video. Bye, best friends. Alright, you guys, so this is super easy. I am going to take some water, or you can use hairspray and spray the hairline. Do not oversaturate it. You just want to spray it enough that it'll mold the baby hairs out of the way for bleaching. Okay, so I'm going to take a comb and brush or comb all the baby hairs out of the way. After I did that, I like to utilize my canvas head, and I like to put the wig back onto the canvas head, but I like to turn it inside out so the lace could be exposed. I use my T-pins to secure the wig to the block head, and I pin it down in the middle and both ends, and I also make sure that the hair is nicely tucked in underneath so I won't get bleach all over the place. So for today's bleaching session, we're going to use Quick Blue. I love Quick Blue because it has a blue tinge. It kind of helps with the brassiness for the closure or whatever you're bleaching. And I am going to use 30 volume developer. 30 volume developer does bleach fast, but it's not as harsh as 40 volume. 40 volume could go wrong as fast as you don't know what. So I will say leave 40 volume developer in regards to your lace. All right. So you want to do 1 scoop of bleach to 1 scoop of developer, all right? And when you mix it all together, it's going to become this thick, even consistency. Let it sit for a minute because it's going to swell a little bit, and it's going to be thick enough to where you can apply it, but it won't really seep through your lace. So these are what your knots look like. They're going to be these little dots, and we're going to get rid of those. Now the knots are there to hold your hair in place on your lace. So technically we should not even be manipulating those knots anyway, because that is to keep the hair onto the lace, and which will make your hair piece, right? So when we are lightening it, we're weakening the knots. And when we have weakening knots, that means we are going to experience some shedding. Okay, but there's other ways to go about bleaching your knots, or not bleaching your knots, to have a natural looking scalp. Alright, so I am going to apply the bleach all throughout the lace, and I like to let mine sit for about 20 to 25 minutes, just so it could get a good process. I don't cover mine with any plastic or saran wrap or foil. I like to let it air process because it'll process slow and it won't over process. And I also like to go in and pull the front of the hair off the lace, because remember we brushed it down so it could lay. So I like to pull it up so it won't get bleached. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just tugging the front of the hairline and lifting it up so it won't lay in the bleach, and it won't, like, give me hot root. So after the bleach has sat on your wig for about 20 to 25 minutes, you want to go and rinse off the bleach out of the hair, okay? Make sure you rinse it off thoroughly, and you should have something that looks like this. All your knots are gone. It's a bit brassy, and you can really tell that it's brassy underneath when I flip it inside out, but I'm just showing you that all the knots are gone and it looks perfect. Now the hairline kind of looks like, a little bit over processed, but that's okay because I'll go in and pluck that anyway. So I like to bleach first and then go into pluck. So what I like to tone with is FANELO No Yellow shampoo, and it's a very violet color. Now this is a very strong purpley color, and it's a strong shampoo. So when you put it on your wig, this is not like Shimmer Lights, and it's not like the generic Sally's version. This will turn your knots quick, okay? So you put it on, saturate it, let it sit for half a minute, and rinse it right on off, because once you do that, it'll turn your your knots or your hair, whatever that you're working with that you just bleach, non-brassy really quick. And if you keep it on there, it'll revert your knots to look gray, and we don't want gray knots. We want knots that look like a natural color that'll blend in really well. All right, so make it fully saturated and then let it sit for a half a minute and rinse her off. And after you rinse her off, it should look something like this. So all the brassiness is gone. And after this part, you could just customize it as much as you want to. I did go in and pluck it and also style it. I did not show that in this video, but if you want to see a plucking video, just let me know and I'll make that happen for you guys. And that's about it. Bleaching your knots is super easy. Just know if you're bleaching your knots, you are messing up the integrity of the lace and the knots that is holding your hair together on the lace, because those are what the knots are for, to keep the lace, the hair and the lace intact to each other. So once we bleach them, we are weakening them. You never want to make your knots go to a blonde state. You want to make them brassy enough, and then you want to tone the brass out. All right, do not bleach your knots to a 613 state, because I guarantee you, you will start balding. Okay, your hair or your lace front or your closure will start falling out so much. So yes, if you're not comfortable, use a lower developer, but if you're comfortable, use a 30 volume developer. Leave it on for 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, and you'll be good, and you'll have a hairline that looks something like this. All right, best friends, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back with another one. Bye, you guys.